Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Crusader Kings II in our Lord of the Scots series. I want to say a quick greeting to my new subscribers that have arrived since yesterday. I let a few people know in the Paradox Plaza that the series had come back, and a few new people kind of trickled in and said, hey, this looks cool. I think I'll follow along. So thanks very much for subscribing, and thanks for joining us. So, last episode, we just kicked these guys' butts. I'm going to go ahead and unpause and let them move places. But this is my current army, and then I have a number of allied armies that are helping me with this invasion force that has arrived. It is another Germanic pagan. It's the third, I believe, Germanic pagan invasion that's happened since the beginning of the series. I'm going to go ahead and speed things up here a little bit. This army should have time to recover its morale, which is quite good. Any other force that lands is going to have just as much trouble because these pagan invaders... Luckily, we were able to upgrade to feudalism, and these pagan invaders that have been paying us a visit are not feudal, they're tribal, and so they are mostly light infantry. Oh yeah, we're going to hunt the great white stag. It's happening right now. That's part of how we got our brawny trait in a previous episode, and then I made people really jealous, apparently. The brawny trait is hard to get. But, oh wait, we've got this army on the way in. Where are you going? Wait, let me pause for a second here. A proper alliance. Sure. This is West Francia. King Alexander of Pickland just accepted a call to arms from King Gerarg the Just against Rutherwald of West Francia in revolt. Due to an alliance, King Alexander had no other choice. That's fine, so we just joined all of his wars. Alright, we're going to send this army this direction to see if we can get them to stop moving. Very good. Alright, so now we're going to chase them down. We should arrive before they leave. Please say we arrive before they leave. Oh, good. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but to no avail. However, you find that you rather enjoy being out in the wilds. All this daily physical activity, it makes you feel stronger. So this is the brawny trait thing. It actually happened again. Oh, man. Please don't hate me, guys. Don't be mad at me. You have returned to your court. The hunt for this elusive white beast seems fruitless, but there are many more things out there in the wilds. Maybe next time you will catch your prey. I won't give up. That's fine by me. Alright, so these guys are dying pretty rapidly. Oh no, he's ill again. He was ill at the beginning of the last episode. This guy can't stay well, despite the fact that he's brawny and healthy and awesome, and just spent all this time outside hunting. Ugh. Alright, so we're involved in a couple of other wars now because of our alliance with West Francia. Who exactly is the king? King Gerarg the Just of West Francia. Interesting. That's right, we still need to conquer Osraig, too. We got that claim. We fabricated that claim in a previous... In the previous episode, actually. And so we need to send some troops that way, because that's the last Irish territory that's not controlled by the Duchy of Munster, or as the Irish culture would have it, the Duchy of Mumu. I am not making this stuff up, folks. So, it's funny, before I started recording this episode, there was a comment on episode 21 that I read that that made me smile a little bit. There's someone who said, man, I need to go back and watch this from the beginning, binge watch it, which I appreciate that. Anytime you want to go back and watch the series all the way through, glad you're enjoying it. But it was for the purpose specifically of understanding what the heck is going on. And my response to that is good luck with that. Because, I mean, I do what I can in this series to explain, in all my series, to explain what's happening on the screen. The trouble is, Crusader Kings II is so complex, and I have not pretended to be an expert on Crusader Kings II since I started this series. And understand that you can have hundreds and hundreds of hours in Crusader Kings II and still discover a new mechanic. And they're still patching the game. They're coming out with a new expansion called Reaper's Due that adds all these new... Oh my god, it's hilarious. I was reading about it today, and I posted it in Arumba's forum because I thought it was so funny. There's all these torture and execution methods that they're adding. One of them is bad poetry. You can literally torture people with bad poetry. It's one of the things that you can do, but you can also mutilate them, which risks that you being given the Alright, we need to chase these guys. It risks you being given the cruel trait. I don't know what these guys are doing. All right, so they've got a couple of small armies that are hanging out, but not nearly the strength of their previous units. All right. So I'm going to try and finish off these armies. We're 43% of the way. Here's one mechanic I can explain right now. These are the wars that we're involved in right now. These are the ones we're involved in as a result of our new alliance. Oh, good. We got some gold from our steward that was gaining taxes. We actually have a good amount of gold right now, which is nice. It's a step in a positive direction. But this is our war score, these percentages down here. All right, so these guys are, man, they're really hightailing it. It's kind of frustrating, to tell you the truth. This is their largest army. It's not large enough to attack anything. But anyway, once this gets all the way up to 100%, the conflict that we're in right now will be over. All right, so you're going to... Wait, we'll arrive in Dublin. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. There's another army there that was going to Dublin. So it was saying that army was going to get to Dublin, which is here, but they were marching that direction. It didn't make any sense. All right, so we're hopefully going to kill off this force completely now. I hope none of them get away. Yeah, it looks like they're all gone. Yeah, they're gone. Perfect. Time to march back across. War score is now 55%. One of the things about Crusader Kings II that's somewhat frustrating is you cannot... Okay, what's happening here? Your hunting dog ran away and went roaming the castle. He was very aggressive, chasing several servants and sending them fleeing in terror. He then came upon the favorite dog of one of your courtiers, then attacked it and killed it. That's unfortunate. Oh, puppy. So we have one character that likes us a lot less right now. All right, so now this army is the only one that's still hanging out. We should be back in New Wanchia any second now. Oh wait, okay, good. Now we can just move in and annihilate them. We've definitely decimated their final armies. But anyway, as I was saying, one of the frustrating things is that you can't end a war. You can't negotiate. Oh, good, he's not sick anymore. You can't negotiate for the like, for instance, the cessation of certain. You can't negotiate for the cessation of hostilities. You can't negotiate for the transfer of any territories, especially the ones you're fighting a war for, unless you're at 100% war score. Sometimes you can arrange a white peace, but it's not the same as, let's say, I was to press this claim on Osraig. If I ended the war before the war was at 100% score, I would not actually gain the territory. So, yeah. My son Ewan was bitten by a snake this morning. The brave little fool keeps seeking out danger. So he needs to gain the trait brave. Let's see what his... Yeah, so he's gregarious and brave already. So it's looking like our heir is pretty awesome so far. And then, of course, Prince Erpin, his brother... Prince Erpin of Pickland is... he doesn't have any traits yet. He's not old enough for me to be raising him, but he will be in... about 9 months. Okay, this looks like one of their last armies. This is the largest one we fought in a bit, so we're going to go ahead and attack them there, and hopefully that'll push the war score to up to 100. I don't see any other armies from them anywhere on the British Isles, but we need to finish this war. This is taking up too much time. Alright, 81% war score. Very good. Now we're just waiting for them to try and send one more war party, and one more victory like that should do what we need. Do I need to found a new duchy? Do I? I'm looking at the culture map now. Hang on. Where's culture? Shortcut is T. Okay, so if I want to look at the culture map. So it looks like Pictish culture is moving in on the territories that we control. Pictish culture exists in Ulster. Unfortunately, I can't really take that away from this Duke, because we don't want to piss off Duke Talurg. Oh, hey, look, there's another army. Let's take care of them. We don't want to piss off Duke Talurg, but what I'm trying to do is I want to have a province that is Pictish, and I'm going to deliberately give it to a character that is not Pictish. And then hopefully, over time, it might even take 100 years, And hopefully over time you will see the birth of Scottish culture, and then that can begin to spread through the kingdom, and we will be Scotland, no longer Pictland. Because this is, after all, the series The Lord of the Scots. We're not Scotland yet. We're playing from the earliest possible start. So, okay, the war score is still 86% only, unfortunately. So, boo. Boo, I say. All right, looks like they're sending another army, which is adorable. Let's see where they land. Probably going to land here or there. There they are. Alright. Oh, looks like some more armies did just arrive. Alright, we're at 92% war score now. This might give it to us. We'll see. Please? 98. Okay, we need to kill one more army of theirs, and then we'll be able to... Oh, there it is. 100% more. There it is. Someone else must have done it. So we're going to enforce demands. That invasion is over. We're going to disband these troops. Our vassals will no longer be pissed at us for having their troops raised for that long. Which, actually, those penalties shouldn't be there anymore. Maybe they're still there from previously. But we were just fighting a defensive war, so vassals shouldn't be pissed about their levies being raised during defensive wars. But anyway, I have these other titles I can create. I can create the Duchy of Ulster, which normally contains those counties. But what would it do for me? Really wouldn't do anything. It would give me prestige, but I mean, I would have an extra duchy, and my vassals actually wouldn't like it if I held more than one duchy. I think I... Oh, wait, I only have one duchy right now. Okay, well, in that case, I can create another one. I've got room. At any time, you can have up to 2 duchies. So you can create the Duchy of Manau. It's just... It's a single duchy. It's the Isle of Man. Hang on. Let's see what else we can do. So there's the Duchy of... Alright, stop with the autosave. Thank you. Duchy of Orkney, which is up here. Could be under our territory. I kind of like the idea of Manau, because that's so low maintenance. Yeah, let's go ahead and create that. It's going to give us some prestige, cost us some gold, but extra prestige is good. Extra prestige helps people like us. So we now have the Duchy of Manu under our control. And also the Duchy of Alban. Hey! 33% chance of gaining additional military, economic, or cultural technology points. Let's have a look. Looks like we don't have too much here. We still have so many economic points. Let's have a look. Church infrastructure would allow a higher level barracks to be built. You know what? I've got all this money. Hang on, let me... Oh wait, this is our child. We're going to educate him ourselves, just like we are with his brother. We want to steer his growth. Now, let's see here. Castle Town. We definitely want additional tax income in some of these areas. I think we should start with... All right, Castle Town's already built here. Castle walls are not, though. And that's definitely going to help, and it's cheapest. So let's go ahead and go for castle walls anywhere I can. And then here, looks like I could benefit from having a keep. I'm just looking at my primary settlements here. Oh, actually castle walls exist in most places. Interesting. What about here? Yeah, see, this is a territory that we could... This is technically in our territory. So let's go ahead and build that up. It's controlled by someone else, so we technically don't need to spend money there because he'll spend it himself. Yeah, I'll go ahead and build a castle town here in Yuanan. So that's most of our money. But all that building, I know, is going to make a few of you happy, or a lot of you happy. That'll help make sure that our tax continues to climb. We start making more money, as you would expect from a large feudal kingdom that takes up a lot of Ireland. Okay, so that takes up a lot of Ireland and all of Scotland, for that matter. There are a few other territories I need to conquer down here. Okay, he's not independent. Okay, Queen Judith of Kent. So we have a de jure claim on Teviotdale. Is she allied with anybody? No, she's not allied with anyone. I could go ahead and take that from her right now. I have room for it in my domain, too. Heck yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we're going to declare this war. I just want to make absolutely sure I'm not misreading this. She's not... Yeah, relations. Pacts. Alright, she has non-aggression pacts with a number of people, but no actual allies. So hopefully this will not go terribly for me. I can't see any reason that it would. So we're going to do this de jure claim on Teviotdale. It says de jure, again, for those of you who are newer to the game and to that one particular commenter, I'll explain this to you. Basically, de jure means that it should be ours. De jure means as it should be. De facto, which is not used in the game, de facto means as it is. So de facto, it's controlled by this Queen Judith. But de jure, it should be ours. So we're making a de jure claim to start this war on Teviotdale. So we've just declared war with them. So now we are going to raise all of our armies again. We don't have any tribal vassals anymore. All right, I'm going to bring everyone here to a central location. So we just raised all of our armies from across the kingdom. We're going to bring them together because just in case she's able to bring anyone else on our side. Oh, wait. Steward Mayor Ergwist probably did not think I'd notice if a few coins here and there went missing, but the steady disappearance made me suspicious. Might it be that the gold is disappearing into Mayor Ergwist's greedy fingers? Let's question him. Mayor Ergwist declared that he was innocent. Further investigation revealed that the cook responsible for the purchase of foodstuff had forgotten to account for the extra eggs he had bought during the last month. Now I know I can trust Steward Mayor Ergwist. Excellent. So we just have one little territory to conquer. Shouldn't take long. We can add some more territory to our domain. This is our war score with Queen Judith. Our enemy has died and the war has ended. That's one of the wars with France. All right, so wars are all character-based in this game. So if the character you declared war on, not just the country, but if the monarch you are fighting dies, then the war ends. Word has reached me that an ambitious adventurer, Kolbjorn, is gathering men for some sort of attack on my territory. Yay, more adventurers. Great. So that's going to happen in like 2 years. Can I kill him? No, can't. Adventurers, man, I'm telling you. They can spawn huge army stacks and just give you a whole lot of trouble. We also need to go ahead and conquer Osreg. Actually, tell you what. I can't declare war right now because we've raised levies. Oh, that's crappy. Okay, well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and merge this army. March them into Kent. And they'll have backup in a second from another army nearby. So this shouldn't take too long. I don't know where her army is, though. Oh, there it is. There's her army. All right, now we're going to merge these guys. All right, and we're going to go ahead and fight them here. We're just going to fight them in this territory. They do appear to have some bonuses. It's a river crossing, so they have the advantage since we got into this territory to fight them. But that's the majority of their army. So 50% war score, boom, right there, 1 win. So now we just need to conquer some territory and we'll be good. We were sieging this territory prior to that, so we had to abandon that siege to go fight that army. But now we are back in business. And we can take Kent for ourselves. We're playing on speed 3, so you're going to see that siege bar start to go down. Oh, he loses the trait Humble. What does Humble do for me? Extra piety and extra opinion from other people that are humble. Okay, well, that's not the worst trait to lose. He's a very virtuous king, so I mean, he could stand to lose one of his virtues. Alright, so it looks like they've raised another army. We're going to do that same thing, just because I want to see if this alone will give me the war score that I need to win. Once I've conquered one of the cities here, it'll just give me the war right then. Aethelwulf was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. Who are you exactly? He is... I don't see what his title is. He's a drunkard. He's depressed. He's not a great character, but we captured him in battle. Okay. All right, so 67% war score. We're 2/3 of the way there. I will go ahead and just siege this down. Well, no, I'm not going to siege it down, but because that would cost me a lot of troops. In general, you want to have about 10 times the number of attackers as they do defenders. So I would need about 5,400 attackers to safely siege the city, which just rushes the attack, and you don't have to wait for it this way. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit more. Food and supplies have been smuggled in Jedburgh, increasing the morale of the defenders. Your faithful and trusted hunting dog has finally taken his last breath. Long has he served you since you first received him as a puppy, but now it's time to bury your old friend. He deserves a proper funeral. I feel sad. I'm actually like a little sad about that. It's one of the reasons I've been looking forward to playing Crusader Kings II on the channel, because of these narratives that develop. That's what my channel is all about. It's the reason that I play games in general, let alone run a YouTube channel dedicated to these types of games. Whether it's the survival games I play at 6 or the grand strategy and historical strategy stuff that I've always played at noon. It's so awesome, all the detail that goes into just a single playthrough of Crusader Kings. Oh, interesting. So there's some raiders down here that I'm going to have to fight off in a bit. All right, so we're at 90%. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to split the army in half. We send this army down to take care of the raiders. Oh, we've actually got raiders in 2 different spots. Holy crap. All right, so they ran away. That sucks. And they have one of... Interesting. So, Queen Judith's army is hanging out here. Good news, my lord! We have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Stag in the province of Uaran. Saddle my horse. Let's go find it. Earl Eadred of Lincoln has usurped the title County of York from Anwine Macuson. That's fine with me. The Monophysite faith. The Monophysite faith is triumphant. The adherents of the Miaphysite faith have steadily dwindled to the point where the Monophysite believers are in the majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Miaphysite faith to a de facto heresy. All former Miaphysite holy orders are now Monophysite. The bickering of fools does not concern me. My son Urpin was bitten by a snake this morning. The brave little fool keeps seeking out danger. That's my lad, so he's brave too. We got a couple of brave young boys. Alright, now this siege is a second away from being done. Maybe 2 seconds, maybe 3, okay, maybe 4, and there we go. We're going to offer peace, we're going to enforce our demands. Boom! That territory is now ours. We have a title that can be usurped. Because we own the majority of territory in this province, we can now usurp this title from the person who rightfully owns the title, or actually does no longer rightfully owns the title. So we need a little bit more money before we can do that, but I will definitely be doing that. All right, so our monthly income is at 642. So yes, within about a year's time, we should definitely be pretty close. You have gathered your followers and your hunting dogs, and you have saddled your horse and prepared your weapons. You are ready to set out to hunt the great white stag. This time, it will not escape me. So what I'm going to do with this usurping is basically this petty king, King Ecgbert of Northumbria. He's the petty king of Northumbria. He's the Duke of Northumbria. And he, as soon as we take this title from him... Oh, wait, what's this? During your hunt, you come upon a deep gorge. Right on the other side is the white stag, staring at you. You are so close, yet cannot reach it. As it runs away, you realize that you must return home without a victory this time. Now I know my purpose in life. So he's going to become a hunter, which is going to give him additional diplomacy, additional pursuit ability if he ever fought in battle, which I generally keep my kings from doing that. But also, he's going to get 2 more martial points, which, because he's brawny, he already has 2 more martial... Or wait, no. Yes, he already has 2 more martial points. So this is going to make him super good with raising armies. Now I know my purpose in life. Excellent. So anyway, what's going to happen is we will own the duchy over all 3 of these territories. So this territory will still belong to someone else, but we will have a right, because we own that title, to conquer that territory by duchy of the fact that we are the Duke of Lothian. So it's actually... I was mistaken. It's... The King of Northumbria is the... Hang on, let's see. Yeah, actually, yeah, the King of Northumbria is the one who owns the duchy, so we can usurp it straight from the King of Northumbria. Ooh, he's not going to be happy with us about that. Northumbria, it consists of this territory right here. That's Northumbria. So it's super, super tiny. Right now, England is kind of in disarray. If we move carefully, we should be able to take it pretty easily. I'm also going to go ahead and move on Osraig. I would say within the next... I'm going to do that in next episode. We need to go ahead and usurp this and then call this one before too much more time goes by. Kolbjorn of Kolbjorn's host has declared Kolbjorn's conquest of Incy Hill on King Alexander the Hunter. Okay, just kidding. Well, since the guy just declared his adventure on me, whatever the hell, that's so annoying. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here, and then we're going to fight off this adventurer in the next episode, and then fight off, and then we're going to take over Osraig, and then possibly look into a way that we could take the Duchy of Mumu, which might involve marrying one of the daughters of this guy. Actually, it looks like they have a new... Oh, they have a new duke. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Okay, here we go. Yes, if we can get one of our bloodline engaged to, like, for instance, our brother, if we can get him engaged, or one of our sons even, engaged to her. Well, no, she's going to be too old for them. Oh, wait, she's already betrothed. Just saw that. And betrothed to someone in Mercia. Interesting. Can we arrange a marriage anyway? We'll find out. I'll do that in the next episode. But yeah, that's one way we could take over Mumu, is if we actually had one of the daughters in our land, and then she inherited a claim on the title, and then we were able to press that claim and take the entire duchy, or most of it, in one fell swoop, which would be fun. But we'll experiment with that in the coming episodes. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Lord of the Scots every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.